ladies and metal Jane, and welcome to another Is It Worth the Gold video. Today we are looking at the Type 64, the Chinese Tier 6 light tank. So first of all, now looking at the armor, because it's a fucking light tank, it has no armor. There's nothing really to talk about there apart from the gun depression, which is 10 degrees to the front and 6 to be, well, no, it's actually 7 to back corners of the tank. So the gun depression is pretty good. And again, before we get into too much action, let's look at the stats real quick. So first of all, it costs 3,500 gold or 14 euros and 65 cents in EU gift store. And is it worth the gold really comes down to the question is what are you buying it for? To make credits? Fuck no, it's not worth the gold. If you're a lighthead nutter, probably. I mean, there's no other premium light tanks that you could even buy, so sure, why not? But unless you're a lighthead nutter, this tank is quite the waste of time. And let's find out why we're looking into actual details about the tank. So the closest vehicles to this are the T21 and the T37, and that's what we're going to be comparing the stats to. So first of all, 580 hit points, rather low for even for a light tank in this tier. Speed limit forwards 72, it's really healthy. Backwards 23, really nimble little shit this is. Engine power 500 horsepower, so engine power per weight ratio is 21, which is pretty damn good. It is nowhere near as good as on the T21, for instance, though. So it is not out of this world, but it's alright. The turn resistance is actually pretty good, better than the Americans. And the view range 390, pretty healthy. Kind of like the standard you expect at tier 6, you're not really gonna get 400, so it's pretty decent. Turret traverse pretty bad at 36 degrees per second. That's like slow medium tank traverse kind of thing. So it's not great for sure. And the worst part about this tank is this gun. So damage per shot 115, penetration 128 with 177 APCR pen. If you play this a lot, you will fucking start to spam APCR and there's nothing you can really do about it. This gun is just shitty, there's nothing really to say about it. The DPM, however, is pretty healthy on it. It's kind of the same as on the T37 and it is worse than on the T21. The tank isn't very small either, so you can't count that as a factor for its survivability. But yeah, talking about the rest of the gun, so reload time is around 3 to 2 point something seconds you can get it down to. Accuracy is 0.4 and aiming time with 2.1. The gun stats are way worse than the T37s as well. So overall, this is not a very good light tank. I mean, it does have a lot of gun depression, slightly more than the T37, and I'm not really sure how good the gun depression is on the T21. But the stats-wise, this tank is like mediocre and average. And the thing about the light tanks, they're fucking shitty tanks. I mean, this shit gets the same matchmaking as tier 7 tanks. So, like, you cannot say that this is worth it because it really isn't. I mean, I cannot pan a fucking side of a T54 mod 1. Tier 8 medium tank's fucking side of the turret. Like, calm the fuck on, man. The thing about this tank is, like, literally, as I said, it's only for the light tank nutters. There's no other reason to ever fucking touch this thing. Like, seriously, if you're playing this game and you're like, I wonder how the light tanks would play, don't buy this thing. I mean, don't even try to play light tanks, they're just shitty medium tanks. And sure, tier 6 for this kind of money, you can't really buy much tanks that are better than this, but at the same time, why would you even want to buy anything like this? I mean, just fucking save 5 or 6 euros and wait for the IS-2 to come on sale and just make it your main premium fucking tank if you want to. I mean, I'm obviously biased, but in my opinion, light tanks are just not worth it, so I wouldn't really bother to buy this, and yeah, it's not a very good light tank in my opinion. But whatever, let's drop the bias, and the equipment you would use on this is rammer, binos, and optics. There's no real reason to put anything else on this. You can't put vents and putting gun length drive. This doesn't make any sense because the gun is so shitty anyways that you don't really want to be shooting it that much. But I guess gun length drive over binos wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but the binos give you that extra view range if you need it as well, which is not too bad. And as for the playstyle, I mean, it's a light tank playstyle. I mean, half of the time you won't be able to pen shit anyway, so you're just gonna sit there and look like an idiot in your silly looking light tank. So that's pretty much what you do in this. I did manage to have a pretty good start to this game. We didn't get the kill on the IS. Not sure what happened to him, if we got RD'd or I just ammo-wrecked him or set him on fire or something. But we did get that kill, and now we're And 1600 damage plus that blind damage on that guy. And we're running out of ammo as well, which is also a problem in this tank. I'm not carrying a lot of gold or HE, but I'm still running out of ammo because, you know, little turd doesn't have a lot of space to carry ammo in. All that being said, though, obviously there will be some maps and some matchmakings where this light tank will be OP as balls, like Malinovka tier 7 games. This thing, best it can do is tier 7 games, and tier 8 is not too bad, but it gets tier 9s as well. And tier 9 games, you can just forget about having anything resembling a good game. You mostly can't pen sides of anything, really, and all the medium tanks are just gonna arrive and insert gun up your ass and annihilate you in a bad manner. And here I'm just out of AP now, so just shooting the rest of my ammo at the Caravan. I am at slightly higher health than a one-shot, but not much more. Caravan is not looking at me, so I should be able to shoot him, but, you know, good penetration is good. Didn't manage to pen the side of the turret, probably hit the upper plate or something there. And now the Caravan is going for me, which is sad for me because there's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna kill him with 2 HE shots here for sure. And now only 1 HE left, and the T-34 misses, so I can try to get to shoot him as well, which I do, and he dies. So this is the game here, so let's look at the end plates. 3,159 experience, ace wanker, defender and high caliber, 3,214 damage down, 497 assisted. Sick light tank gameplay there, fucking epic. Made 63k credits, which is pretty good after repairs and shit, but I did run out of ammo as well. My accuracy was just below 70%, so I could have hit more, but you, in general, usually don't hit more than that, so, yeah, this tank is not never gonna make more. Arguably making 60k credits, almost 70k credits in tier 6 premium is pretty damn healthy. At the same time, like, if you want a cheap-ass premium that makes credits, you should be looking at IS-2 for Christmas, but, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend to play this unless you're a really dedicated light tank player, and if you are, then nothing I say here will probably matter because you probably have this thing already, because as I said, there's no other light tanks or premium light tanks you can actually buy anymore. So yeah, general opinion, don't buy it. It's a shitty ass light tank like every other shitty ass light tank in this game, but it can make some credits if you get lucky matchmaking on a decent map, but the gun is so shitty that it will make you throw up every time you fire it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you on the next one.